Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Das, the founder of the Worlds of ZZT project and curator of the Museum of ZZT. For the past 4 years, the support of patrons has allowed me to work on the museum, write closer look articles, and live stream ZZT Worlds. But there's still so much more I'd like to be doing. So today, I'm asking for you to consider becoming a patron of the Worlds of ZZT project to help it reach its full potential. Currently, I'm working 30-some hours each week in retail, but the work I do with the Worlds of ZZT project is far more important than any retail job. I want my career to be documenting ZZT's history, promoting its present, and building its future. So, for the month of March, I'm running this Patreon pledge drive. The goal of this drive is to bring in an additional $150 each month through Patreon pledges. This will be enough to safely quit my job and focus on making Worlds of ZZT my topmost priority. As a bit of extra motivation, for this month, new and upgrading patrons can choose the ZZT World to be streamed or receive a closer look article. The Worlds of ZZT project hopes to ensure that ZZT gets the recognition it deserves. Since the museum's official launch in 2017, much has been done to achieve that goal. Today, the number of files hosted on the museum has risen to over 3,000, with more than 800 of those files not readily accessible elsewhere prior to the museum. These new files don't just include previously lost titles, but also modern ZZT Worlds, whose authors know they have a dedicated archive to host them on. The Worlds of ZZT Twitter, Discord server, and Museum of ZZT have helped foster a rebirth of ZZT and its community, with more ZZT Worlds made in 2020 than from 2010 through 2015 combined. Since launching the project, I've written nearly 100 closer look articles detailing playthroughs of ZZT Worlds. In addition, there's been more than 100 live streams. Together, these two features have brought attention to worlds that hadn't been seen in decades, helped popularize overlooked gems, and shared plenty of classics with an audience previously unfamiliar with ZZT. Not to mention the excitement of showcasing new releases that show off what the modern ZZT community can do. The renewed interest in ZZT generated by this project has brought life back to a community long thought to have moved on, with old faces and new faces alike creating a vibrant and welcoming scene of ZZTers today. The ZZT community is no longer one consisting of games by ZZTers solely for ZZTers. Others have begun to notice the unmatched creativity found in ZZT Worlds via the museum. You can find articles discussing or linking to the museum on How to Geek, The Obscuratory, and Retronauts. A third of the citations on the Wikipedia page for ZZT now list the museum as their source. This February, Preserving Worlds, a video series about the importance of keeping user-created communities alive, interviewed me about my work on the museum and ZZT's importance. ZZT is now 30 and is receiving more attention now than it has in decades, with the Worlds of ZZT project being in many ways a catalyst. The story that I always tell is that when I started the museum, I chose its name because I thought ZZT was a relic of a long-gone era. I never thought there'd be another year with 10 ZZT Worlds produced, let alone 50. ZZT was just a historical curiosity. I've never been more proud to be wrong. So thank you for your time and your support. Without your help, ZZT would likely be a footnote in the history of computer games, rather than part of a continuing legacy of independent game development 30 years strong. Thank you again for all that you let me do.